We are well into the book of Bamidbar now, the penultimate book of the Torah, and this week's Torah reading is all about knowing and not knowing, and knowing the difference between knowing and not knowing. The Torah reading starts out with the words, Zot Hukkat Torah, this is a law of the Torah. Interesting, this is the law of the Torah, not this is the law of the red heifer or the law of purity or the law of separation, but the law of the Torah, indicating that this one verse is introducing that which is a prelude to understanding everything that defines us as the children of the covenant, as Jews. And what is that one item? It can be encapsulated in the single word chok, or chukah, in this second word of the Torah reading. Chok means law, but far more than that in actuality. It means a law that we can't otherwise discern by our own intellect. We get why it is that we shouldn't murder. We understand why it is that we shouldn't steal, because those are the things that safeguard us from our neighbors and our neighbors from us. But a chok is not something that we immediately understand. Says Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Hukkat, the undergirding of the Torah is the simplicity of the single statement, we don't know so much of what we do and why we do it. We don't know why we were born. It's our task to find out. We don't know when we will die or how we will die. Those things too will be revealed in their own moment. We don't know why we breathe. We don't know why we say certain words to certain people. We don't know what gifts we deposit every time we have a meeting with someone or something. Life, in short, is a mystery that we live continually thinking that we are in the driver's seat, while all along we are simply a passenger. Says Menachem Mendel, even on Shabbos, be very careful about lifting a spoon or a fork, because we don't know what happens when we move the spoon or the fork on Shabbat. In other words, what he's indicating is everything matters, even things that we think are inconsequential, that don't make any difference to us or anybody else, matter to the world, matters to God, and matters to us as well, with full intention of every breath that we take, with full intention of every word that we utter, with full intention of every deed that we execute. We can live a full, whole, and holy life, dedicated to ourself, the betterment of the world, and ultimately dedicated to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Wishing you a good Shabbos.